72 with rain on the way into Gadsden here within the next few minutes. The sky mostly cloudy, not raining in town just yet, but it's not far away. Just about to descend Sand Mountain down toward Etowah High School into Attala. And then there's some rain headed toward Rockledge too. It's raining fairly heavily on the northwest side of Steele. And all that is tracking right over into Gadsden. Shower there between Ohatchee and Ragland. Another couple down into parts of Shelby County that are moving into Talladega County, but not a lot of heavy, impactful rain for the rest of the night. Temps in the upper 60s by tomorrow morning. That's one of the reasons, that plus the wet ground, the areas that have had rain the last 2 days, we could get some really thick fog to start your Friday, and then some isolated storms will develop tomorrow afternoon. So where is that fog most likely? If you had rain in the last 24 hours or maybe even back 36 hours, there's a much better chance. If you didn't have rain, I don't think there's quite as much potential for fog. So Jefferson County, Coleman, Blount, Etowah, Marshall County to Cherokee and Calhoun, Talladega County. Some of these spots along I-20 and I-59 tomorrow morning, including 459 around the south side of the Birmingham area through Hoover and down through Mountain Brook and Vestavia over to McCalla. There may be some spots there where visibility is less than 1/10 of a mile. Up and down I-65, especially south of Oak Mountain and Shelby County, and then over Tuscaloosa County. Very foggy in that area in between Vance and downtown Tuscaloosa to start Friday. But we'll end up with some sunshine. That sun will eventually turn into some spotty showers or even an isolated thunderstorm. Best chance is going to be over here in East Alabama, although at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, our forecast guidance here picking up on something maybe as far west as Tuscaloosa or Corner or Hoover or even up toward Coleman and West Point in Coleman County. Those showers track over toward the east. Could be a couple of them left in time for high school football, but I think most of us are going to be just fine Friday night when it comes to the weather. About a 20% chance of a shower for Minor at Ramsey. That is our high school huddle game of the week this week. Saturday, we got Fiesta Birmingham, 85 in the afternoon. Tiny chance of a shower. For the Birmingham area, I don't think there's much rain to be had. It would be mainly over toward Anniston and Gadsden. Pretty warm through Sunday and Monday, but then look out here. Temps start to drop off some toward the middle of next week, and a lot of that's going to have to do with how this big swirl, which is Tropical Storm Umberto, and this discombobulated area of thunderstorms close to the Dominican Republic tonight, how they interact. And what we think is going to happen here is we end up with two areas of low pressure. One that's Umberto, and this one probably gets the name Imelda as it goes up through the Bahamas. National Hurricane Center already has that high chance of development. And look at those forecast models trying to take this thing up in the Carolinas and maybe send a little bit of moisture back over here toward Alabama. It's going to be a delicate balance between these two. So there's Umberto, likely a Category 3 hurricane over the weekend. The closer these two are together, the more likely it is that they will actually dance around each other, and that would pull Imelda away from the East Coast. But if it gets a little closer and it goes inland, there's at least the chance that we will get some rain off of it, if nothing more than just an east breeze that helps to make it a little bit more comfortable around here late next week. So Saturday, Sunday, pretty warm and dry. Monday and Tuesday are mostly dry, but then some spotty showers could sneak in middle of next week.